Now we've set up the assessment, let's jump in and start the assessment. Now you can see part 1, the one we've just set up, is right there ready to dive into. You can see charts for the overall progress for all the 6 sections of part 1, and there's individual charts for each one as you make your progress through. At the top you can see there's 14 elements in part 1, they're not started, nothing's in progress, nothing's been QSA completed or QA approved. So let's dive into part 1. Okay, this is very simple, it's just filling in boxes. So filling in the first part, assign your QA, so let's give that to Mary. We're not using any ISAs, so let's save that. If you want to add any associate QSAs, it's just click and go. Select from your list of associate QSAs, and if it's a multi-use, let's put some other QSAs on it as well. There you go, and that's that, as simple as that, completed. You can see now everything's moved to amber, so that's showing that it's in progress. Final review, and mark it as QSA complete. Then the QA can come in, do their review, and mark it as QA approved. And you just work through filling in boxes. Choosing from your calendar entries. So finish the assessment today. Now we leave the date of the report until the very end, because what this does is, if I do it today, it will move it from the in progress bucket to the completed bucket. And just put your dates that you are on site in there. Move it to QSA completed and save it. Open up your remote activities. 3 choices. Did you do it all on site? Combination on site or off site? And what testing was performed remotely. Let's go for a combination. Save that. Move that. Put your information in here. QSA completed. Ready for the QA to come and do their piece. Next section, just open up the pieces that are relevant to the remote activities. Put the information in there. So let's say we've done the documentation and the interviews fully remote. We put the information in there and we save that. These boxes that have not been filled out, because they're not applicable to the assessment, will be marked as not applicable in the ROC template. So having completed that, you can move it to QSA completed. Assess the results is just literally moving the toggle switches. Save that. QSA complete. Done. Anything that can't be fully verified is done in part 2, which you'll see when we do the part 2 elements. If there's anything that can't be fully verified, you put the information against that requirement and it's auto completed here. So I'm going to move that to in progress. Any services that are provided by yourself, toggle switch opens up the fields, save that, QSA completed, save. If you don't use subcontractors, this will be automatically populated with not applicable, so we can put that straight to QSA complete. Any additional information, just first year, save. Overall assessment result, this is done by the system, so there's nothing you need to do there apart from mark it as in progress. Come to the end, you can then mark it to green, ready for your QA. This part here, by default, where you see a number of 1 or greater, that's converted into a checkbox marked with the X. Where there's a 0, it's left as a blank checkbox. Once again, this is done by the app, not done by yourselves, so that saves time. So this is automatically not in place by default. When you start applying some of the applicabilities, it then changes it. So in there, we can move that to in progress, and the next one to in progress. Okay. No additional comments. Save that. QSA completed. Ready for the QA. Attestation signatures are done once you output the docx. Either not applicable or none, just for completeness. And you can see how there's a date timestamp in there. And that is part 1 completed.